How'd you sleep last night? Are you just counting down the minutes until you can crawl back into bed and drift off into la la land?
You know, studies show nearly 1 out of 3 people do not get the recommended amount of sleep, but it's not just making them sleepy. It's actually driving them crazy. In the final part of our series, Normal or Nuts, new ways to fight insomnia.
You toss, you turn, you just can't fall asleep. And when morning comes, lack of sleep can do all that, but did you know it can actually drive you crazy?
If you don't get enough sleep and you get in a chronic state of that, you look just like someone has early onset Alzheimer's.
Dr. Sandra Bond-Chapman says sleep helps the brain clear waste and consolidate memories. One British study found people who suffer insomnia are 5 times more likely to have paranoid delusions. Another found insomniacs are nearly 3 times more likely to develop depression. They're also at greater risk for anxiety, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. But millions of Americans, like nurse Karina Martinez, say they've struggled with getting a good night's rest.
If I get maybe too attached to a case, I just think about it at night.
Until recently, it took Karina 4 hours to fall asleep, and she only slept 3 hours total. That's much less than the recommended 7 to 8 hours.
I couldn't sleep. I would just watch TV all night. I would wake up groggy or still wanting to sleep and just tired throughout the day.
UCLA Dr. Alan Avedon says the worst sleep mistakes people make, stimulating the brain while TV watching or computer use.
All this type of activities, especially before bedtime, lead to sleep difficulties.
Next, watch what you eat and drink. Try walnuts. They're their own source of melatonin. Honey slightly raises insulin and allows tryptophan to enter the brain, so you get sleepy. Also, drink hot decaffeinated tea, but stay away from the warm milk. It can cause heartburn. Avoid spicy foods and those with MSG, which may cause a stimulant reaction. And despite popular belief, alcohol does not help you fall asleep.
It actually breaks apart the sleep architecture, and it actually worsens our ability to maintain sleep.
What you would like me to do?
Karina says she cured her insomnia with a very unlikely source. The Sleep Whisperer, a YouTube phenomenon where millions of followers click on relaxation videos, and within 10 minutes of watching it, she fell asleep.
I slept all through the night. I couldn't believe it.
Ilsa Blanchard is the Sleep Whisperer. She says her videos, found at waterwhisperers.com, are made to induce an autonomous sensory meridian response, or ASMR.
It's basically a fancy name for tingles that a lot of people get when they listen to certain voices or to certain sounds.
The first request that I got.
Some of the videos feature the sights and sounds of simple tasks, like water being poured. The videos are free on YouTube, and Blanchard has had over 16 million views. Now, while ASMR hasn't been studied in a medical setting, people like Karina say it's been a lifesaver.
I just fall asleep.
And more sleep means a healthier brain and a better you.
Now, chronic sleep loss can also put you at risk for diabetes, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and more. One study found those who cut their sleep from 7 to 5 or fewer hours a night nearly doubled their risk of death from all causes.
Well, Jimmy, you're going to want to stay wide awake as we head into the kitchen today. We're putting a Delmarva twist on deviled eggs. You don't want to miss one tasty bite.
But next, we met Bruno, the police dog, a couple of weeks back, shot in the face, clinging to life. We are going to get an update on this crime fighter.
Well, millions of other dogs and cats find themselves in a shelter, and they're often put down because they just can't find a home. How one woman is making it her mission to help.
And we are doing our part and introducing you to cats and dogs on Delmarva that need a home. You have the power to turn things around for them. Delmarva Live will be right back.